Matthew 21:6, it reads, "Do you hear what these children are saying?" They asked him. "Yes," replied Jesus. "Have you never read, 'From the lips of children and infants you, Lord, have called forth your praise'?" And also in 1 Corinthians 21:7, it reads, "But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise." So I might think that I know everything, but along comes a Milton Maurice Smith Jr., and he can speak forth something that God has given him to basically put me back into place, when I get outside of myself. Those verses mean that should God want to communicate any of his principles or precepts to us, he can do so by speaking them through a child, such as our little friend here. And using childlike intellect and understanding of things, because within a child, like Milton Maurice Smith Jr., they have innocence, they have pure motives. And through that, God can push out a thought or a message forward. And by doing so, God's will for our lives will be more easily identified and readily accepted by all of us, which will only enhance his message effectiveness within each and every one of our lives. Amen? All right. Now, do people call you Eminem? Eminem?
Yeah, somebody does.
Somebody does? Would you mind if I called you Eminem this morning? Okay, I'll stick with Milton Maurice. How about that? Okay, Milton Maurice. So, Milton Maurice, being the godly messenger that you are, I'm going to ask you to help me illustrate a biblical precept this morning. Okay? So, ask me, hey, what is a precept?
What is the precept?
I am so glad you asked. Okay, so a precept, Milton Maurice, is a commandment or a rule that is spoken or given by someone who is very competent in what they do, a competent authority. And that which was spoken is to help guide or direct a person's actions or behavior. That is what a precept is, okay? And within the Bible, God has many, many precepts and principles to help guide us in how we live our lives here on this side of eternity, in this natural state, all right? So, Milton, now that we've gotten that out of the way, what we're going to do is you and I are going to demonstrate real quickly, because I'm losing my audience, I'm putting them to sleep. You don't put them to sleep because you have all this energy. Okay. So, what's the precept that we're going to demonstrate today?
I forgot what.
That's okay because I didn't tell you yet. But if I had told you, you would have known. The precept we're going to demonstrate today is called tithing. Yeah, tithing. Now, ask me what tithing is.
What is tithing?
That's a super question. Milton, that's a super question. And so, that precept of tithing is actually recorded, it is written in the Bible. It is actually written in the Bible, so you can go and tell your parents that, hey, Brother Eugene was telling me about tithing, and he wasn't just talking about stuff off the top of his head. He was talking about it out of the Bible. So your parents will listen to it. So, what our basis is for this precept is found in the book of Malachi, 3rd chapter, 10th verse. And what it says is, "Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. That is God's word. That is his holy word that talks about tithing. But since you asked me about tithing, I'm going to say this. Tithing is when we give 1/10 of all our earnings back to God. Notice I said back to God, which would indicate if I'm giving something back, if you gave me something and I gave it back to you, then you would have been the owner of it, correct? Right. So when we are giving a 1/10 of our earnings back to God, that lets us know that God owns it in the first place, but God is giving us a portion of that. Actually, God gives us the stewardship. And when we say stewardship, what we're talking about is a management responsibility. Okay? So, God entrusts us to be good stewards of that which he gives us. He gives us, from the first place, the ability to go out and make money to live in this natural realm. Where we go to school, we go to the grocery store, we use money in this natural realm to do things. We have to pay for the lights that come on in this church, the air conditioning in the summer, and the heat in the winter. It all takes money. God gives us the ability and the smarts, the wisdom to go and make that money. So we use it, but because it all is belonging to God in the first place, we're going to give a portion of it back. And God, in his word, in Malachi, instructs us or tells us to do that. In his word, we give back a 10th. We're tithing back to God that which he's given us. So, now, here's the deal. Milton Maurice Smith has been up here this morning for a few minutes teaching. In this realm, in this life, when you do teaching, how many teachers do we have in the house this morning? I see like 5 or 6. There's another one back over on the side there. A lot of teachers in here this morning. When you're teaching, teachers, do you get paid for doing your job? I know it's never enough, but you get paid, okay? This young man's been up here teaching this morning. He has been working. Now, for those of you who may work at DHS, do not call labor and Department of Labor on me. You know, this is going to be a gift, okay? So he's working, but I'm going to pay him. Okay, you're about to be 7. Count that for me. How many is it? How much money is that? 10. Hold that $10. Okay, so, Milton, when we're talking about tithing, we give 1/10 of everything that we own or that we earn back to God. Okay, now, Milton Maurice Smith Jr., I'm going to tell you something right now. This is beside our little lesson here. You just inspire me every Sunday when I see you jump out of your chair when they say it's time to give, and you bolt up here and you freely give what has been given to you and you're giving it to God. That is awesome and inspiring to me. Now, Milton, because we tithe, we give 1/10 of our earnings back to God, you just earned $10. If you are to tithe $10, if you are to tithe off of that $10, what you do is what? We break out this thing, and we've got 10 $1 bills. God says 1/10, one of these comes back to him. And you know what he says with the others? With the rest of it? You earned it. That's yours. Now, there are other things that we do with that money, but this 1/10, this tithe, God says give back to him. So, you made $10 today. You're going to tithe off that $10. How much are you? You're going to give $1 back. That is awesome. So you go ahead and give your tithe into the basket. And that is your rest of that. You do with it what you will. Thank you very much for coming out. God bless you. From the lips of children and infants, you, Lord, have called forth your praise. Freedom, we've just seen a great example of a young messenger, a young teacher. He's got some teachers in his household over there. So with that example, we're going to open up the altar so that you all can have an opportunity to tithe and give offerings, which giving offerings is above the tithe, but that's a sermonette for another time, and we can do that. We'll have Milton give us a chance to talk about that on another time. So this morning, the basket is for our tithes, the plastic jug is for our offerings, and for helping the children in all their activities that they do here, as well as doing missions that we support around the world. So at this time, please come forward with your tithes and offerings. Thanks.